What's up, guys? Well, the Odell Beckham Jr. trade caught us all by surprise. Despite promises from the New York Giants front office that Beckham was here to stay, they wound up sending him to the Cleveland Browns in one of the biggest March blockbuster deals ever. We love this trade in so many ways, especially with the risk and reward factor coming into play. This trade could be the final piece of the Broncos' rebuild that helps them reach the Super Bowl contender status. For the Giants, this trade could completely destroy or revive the franchise. There's plenty to like about this trade for both sides. And if you look at it closely, it's not all that easy to pick a clear winner. We're here to explore why each side benefited from this move. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we present 5 reasons why the Browns won the OBJ trade and 5 reasons why the Giants won. Don't forget to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications. We post videos every day. New videos every single day, sports videos. It's great. It's a good idea. Join the notification squad. It's a dope squad that you should definitely be a part of. And yeah, be a part of it. So click that button. Number 5, Browns. Now a legitimate Super Bowl contender. The Browns have never played in a Super Bowl game, but things are about to change. This is by far the best team Cleveland has had since the Jim Brown days. Yes, even better than the Browns team of the 80s that lost 3 AFC Championship games to the Denver Broncos. After the Beckham trade, Superbook USA boosted the Browns Super Bowl chances significantly. They went from 25-1 odds all the way up to 14-1. They now have a 7-1 chance of winning the AFC Championship game as well. You look at this Browns team and there's no glaring weakness that should hold them back in 2019 and beyond. The offense is all set now. Only the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC might be better on that side of the ball. But who says the Browns can't be even better than Patrick Mahomes and company? Now, that's saying a lot, but they got a good squad. The defense is getting rapidly better as well. Myles Garrett is already one of the NFL's elite pass rushers, while Denzel Ward looked like a seasoned pro in his rookie year. And we know both guys have yet to reach their respective ceilings, of course. We know what some of you guys are going to say about super teams. Look at the 2008 Dallas Cowboys and 2011 Philadelphia Eagles, blah, blah, blah. But this team won 7 games in Mayfield's rookie year. The entire core is only going to get better, and it's been a long time since a team had 2 of the NFL's top 5 to 10 wide receivers. That's what makes the Browns a huge winner here. Not to be Captain Obvious, but last time we checked, making a trade to become a legitimate Super Bowl contender is a good thing, right? Number 5, Giants. All aboard the tank train. You can criticize the G-men all you want for holding on to Eli Manning up to this point, but hey, keeping it past his prime quarterback at least helps the Giants tank for the next year. Speaking of tanking, didn't they just trade their best player? While Landon Collins, their second best player, signed with the Washington Redskins. Tanking sounds cheesy to some fans, but it works. Look at the young talent and draft picks John Gruden is compiling in Oakland as a result of his tanking. The Giants are now in great position to consistently pick in the top 5 for the next 3 or so years. And if they don't take their future quarterback at the 2019 draft, that's fine. They'll just take one of the elite QB prospects in 2020 or 2021. I mean, hey, look at the Browns. Mayfield, Ward, and Garrett were all top 5 draft picks. It just takes a few high-end selections, and before you know it, you've got your 3 to 4 franchise stars to build around. The Giants are now in pure tank mode, and it's going to give them dibs on the top prospects over the next few drafts. We fully support the tank job, whether or not the Giants are trying to go that route on purpose. Number 4, Browns. Sending a message to the players and fans. There's no denying it. The Browns fan base has gone through more frustration, anger, and disappointment than any other fan base in North America. Really, no other professional sports team had been a complete mess for 30+ years like the Browns have. Fans had to see all those top 5 selections go to complete waste, leaving little reason for hope and optimism. Well, it's all changing now. John Dorsey isn't waiting for his team to get better. He made them better right away after the OBJ trade. His message to both the fans and players is clear. The time is now in Cleveland. Dorsey is wisely loading up while his top young stars are still on their rookie deals. In trading for Beckham, Dorsey seems to be telling his players that it's championship or bust now. No more let's make the playoffs for once. It's about bringing a Super Bowl back to Cleveland ASAP. In the sports industry, it should be all about satisfying your fans. And Dorsey is proving that he is one of the GMs in the NFL that shows he actually cares about his team supporters. Dorsey's message and direction should help Browns season ticket sales immensely. Attendance won't be a problem anymore, and the dog pound will be as rowdy as we've ever seen it. Number 4, Giants. Clears cap space during rebuild. At the end of the day, it's hard to complain about clearing up an ample amount of cap space. This is how it's done by rebuilding clubs these days. Just look at how the Browns, Philadelphia Eagles, and Los Angeles Rams started spending money on quality free agents right after they assembled their cores. Well, if the Giants do this rebuild correctly, they'll have bundles of cap space over the next few years. So when the next young core is put together, they'll be able to complement those stars with high-profile free agent signings. Beckham's cap hit from 2019 to 2023 ranges between $14.25 and $17 million per Spottrack.com. The Giants also moved on from a handful of other veterans in the offseason, and with Manning likely a goner in the near future, this team could have $100 million plus in cap space in the very near future. So it's a good strategy on New York's end. Move out on the expensive contracts, tank, and then spend the big money when their new championship window opens. Number 3, Browns. Slotting in Jarvis Landry. Though Landry enjoyed a productive 2018 season in Cleveland, there's no denying that he works better from the slot. The Browns had Landry play from the outside of plenty in 2018, but now they can move him back to his natural position again. Beckham will happily line up on the outside and should command the attention of the opposing team's top cornerback. With Landry in the slot, he'll have the easy one-on-one matchups against slot corners, linebackers, and safeties, and he should do plenty of damage in these short yardage situations. New head coach Freddie Kitchens will have fun dialing up these players with a top 3 wideout in the NFL, plus the league's top slot receiver. Mayfield is never going to have problems finding open targets again. Number 3, Giants. Clears locker room drama. We've obviously seen a lot of epic Odell Beckham Jr. meltdowns on the sideline. The neck-kicking incident remains one of our favorite OBJ moments ever. Despite his fiery temper on the field, Beckham was seemingly quite admired in the locker room. But let's be honest, the man does have quite an ego, and we're sure his me-first attitude rubs some people the wrong way. Beckham is a pure winner and deserves to play for a winner. You have to think that 1 or 2 more years of losing would really make him snap. And rightfully so. Luckily for Beckham, he finally gets to win at an NFL level. As for the Giants, they clear out any potential locker room drama involving Beckham. This is now Saquon Barkley's team, and New York is going to keep bringing in the high-character players during this rebuilding phase. Beckham had 5 excellent years in New York, and he's arguably the best wide receiver in their history. But it was simply best for both sides to move on. OBJ gets to pursue championships while the Giants begin a cultural reset, which was so long overdue. Number 2, Browns. Speeds up the rebuild. The Browns could have just decided to sit back and see what these young stars would do in year 2 together. But nope, Dorsey has decided that the rebuild is over and it's time for Cleveland to start competing for Super Bowls. Dorsey didn't want to draft a wide receiver in the first round and simply hope for the best. This was his shot to add a perennial Pro Bowl wideout, arguably the league's 3rd best wide receiver after Antonio Brown and Julio Jones. Cleveland fans have been forced to watch a rebuild since this team was reactivated in 1999. What's the use of waiting around and hoping these 2019 draft picks will pan out? There's more than enough youth and veteran talent in place to win, so why not go for it and add one of the final pieces to their championship puzzle? For the first time in years, the Browns fans get to actually walk into a season with realistic Super Bowl hopes. All we can say is they certainly deserve this. Given all the loyalty throughout the 20-year mess, through everything, they stuck around. Crazy. Good for you guys. Like, really. Number 2, Giants. Jabril Peppers is a huge add. The Giants made a curious choice not to tag Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins in free agency, and their MVP on defense wound up signing an $84 million deal with the NFC East rival Redskins. But honestly, the Giants were smart to not spend that crazy money on one player. As part of the return package for OBJ, the Giants also received safety Jabril Peppers, whom the Browns selected at 25th overall in 2017. Peppers should step in and fill the void left behind by Collins, and he'll play a huge role in transforming that defense back into a relevant unit. Peppers received a very solid 77.6 grade from Pro Football Focus in 2018. Collins' grade for 2018 was 70.4, so the Giants have actually upgraded at safety here. Peppers took major strides in his second year, and there's no reason to think he can't reach Pro Bowl status in 2019. Yes, the Giants had to sacrifice a major offensive weapon in OBJ, but adding a rising star safety along with 2 high draft picks is nothing to complain about. It's fine compensation if you ask us. Number 1, Browns. Baker Mayfield gets another weapon. We love it when teams get aggressive by adding a huge playmaker to help their young quarterback. Think of when the Seattle Seahawks added Percy Harvin after Russell Wilson's rookie year, or when the Los Angeles Rams got Brandon Cooks for Jared Goff, or when the Kansas City Chiefs got Sammy Watkins to help Patrick Mahomes. Well, the Browns got off to a quick start by adding Landry a couple of months before they selected Mayfield in the 2018 draft. A year later, they traded for one of the greatest offensive playmakers of his era. Now the almost offensive rookie of the year has 2 elite wide receivers to work with. Mayfield is almost certainly ready for primetime now, and he should be able to take his game to an MVP level. The Browns aren't waiting around any longer for Mayfield's development. They saw enough in his rookie year and believe OBJ will help maximize Mayfield's potential. Pure genius by Mr. Dorsey. Love it. Number 1, Giants. Stocking up on draft picks. The Giants were simply going nowhere despite Beckham's greatness. With so many roster holes to fill, it made sense to trade him away and secure more draft picks. That's exactly what a rebuilding team must do in any sport. Assemble all the picks you can get. The Giants now own the number 6 and 17 selection in the 2019 draft. Following the Beckham trade, New York has 12 total selections for the 2019 draft. Now GM Dave Gettleman can use all of these picks to address the team's many roster weaknesses. The offensive, of course, needs work. The entire defense needs a facelift. And the Giants should also find a quality wideout to replace OBJ and complement Sterling Shepard and Golden Tate. If New York can hit home runs with these picks, the OBJ trade will have been worth it. They have the resources to fix this team in a timely manner. Now it's just about using them accordingly. Who do you think was the winner of the Odell Beckham trade? Join us in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and Total Pro Sports on social media. We post great content all the time. At least go check us out. Check out the Instagram, check out the Twitter. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos literally every week. So if you want more of me, then go subscribe. It's a good idea. Go give it a look. If this is your first time around TPS, make sure to subscribe to us as well because we also post videos every single day. Every day's a new video, so you should definitely subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes one click right down there. If you learned anything about this video, you should also give it a like because now you have more knowledge. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo, and I'll see you next time.
My knee.